Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm continuing to work on my Christmas Memories album, and this is the beginning of a Christmas party that we had at the house for our friends that live in the neighborhood. So I have some stickers, Christmas themed, and I have my stamps, and I'm looking for something right now that says something about music but not playlist, because this is just in my truck. The Garth Brooks Ugly Christmas Sweater song. That's just a display in my truck. So this is a picture of the cake that I had. It was red velvet. I sent the bakery a email image and I said, just make it look like an ugly sweater. You don't have to copy what the image is. This is just inspiration. So they went with it. It looks pretty much like the picture that I sent them, but that's okay. I mean, it was delicious and it was fun, and that's all I wanted. Those are little wooden sweaters that they were like toothpicks. So I just took the picks out of them and I'm going to use them as embellishments. That's a picture of my kitchen island before everybody got there, with, the food all, the snacks all set up and everything. The blue drink, oh boy. I found the recipe on Pinterest, and it didn't say how to make it for a large crowd. It just said it was like a recipe for like 2 drinks. So it had like 1 shot of this, 1 shot of that, and then splash with 7-Up or whatever. So I was like, well, okay. So I just kind of took the bottles and emptied them into the pitcher. And it would have been fine, but the peppermint schnapps in it made it was way too strong. And it kind of looked and tasted like Scope. If I had put half of the peppermint schnapps, it would have been fine. So, note to self. So that's the end of that page. This is the accompanying page. It's going to be right next to it. I was inspired by Allie Edwards' layout she did with all the tags. It was a pattern paper that she made with the tags on it, and then she just put pictures over the tags in the same shape. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Just kind of using my punch to punch tag shapes out of the peoples. And right now I'm just punching. I don't really have a plan as to what I'm doing. I'm just punching. I end up not using the horizontal punches. And I was trying to think of how Allie had her page, and I couldn't remember exactly. I'm like, I'll just wing it. And I really like how it turned out. So that's good. So this is in the living room of my house. And there are a couple pictures on my porch. My friend Nicole laying across all the coolers that were on the porch. And then just a couple pictures of the actual coolers. Of people's bring your own bottle, bring your own booze. So that's that. I'm just looking, because I think at this point I'm like, I don't like those horizontal. I want to keep it vertical. So I'm just thinking, what can I do? And this is, I cut a lot of the video out, and I guess I could have cut more out. I'm sorry. So that's basically the format I'm going to do. Like the top of the tag facing down, and then on the next row, the top of the tag facing up, and alternating like that. And then my title is going to be Ugly Christmas Sweater Party. And it's going to go right at my, the third row on the top. It's going to go right across there, like on my roof line or ceiling. Just going to cut off the excess. My scissors keep getting gummed up. And now for the bottom row. And I really, really like how this turned out. And I'm inking with, what is it called? Tim Holtz Lumberjack. And then I'm just stamping in some dead spots of the pictures. The one I just did says, I made them do this. And then the other one on the porch says, fact, this is us, keeping it real. And that's from Technique Tuesday. And the name of the stamp, which I doubt it's still available, was Sassy Christmas. I think I've had that stamp set for probably 10 years. But you never know. And this is probably my 10th time trying to do this voiceover. So this is as far as I've gotten. This is the furthest I've gotten. So I'm going to try and power through. And it's not me. It's either the dogs are barking or the kid comes up from his room and wants food. And, ugh. So see, I'm putting some stars, and I'm like thinking, do I have any Christmas brads? And I do, but I kind of think it would be too much. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So there's some close-ups of that page. Oh, it was fun. So this is going to be a page that's going to go in between the last two pages I made, because I have that many stickers and I still have to journal about it. So I'm cutting a 9 by 12 page protector. I'm just cutting off a third of it. And then I have this red velvet ribbon that I'm going to adhere to the page, which I just realized, oh no, I just closed those two holes to put the pictures in. So I have to struggle with it a little bit, but it works out. So that kind of just having a half a page between two full pages just kind of like is a continuation. Like there's more to this story. And I really like the half pages when there's a big story to tell. And I always do like a ribbon trim or something if there's a half page. So I'm just doing a filler spot right now. Excuse me. So those wood veneers are from Colorcast Designs. And see, I couldn't get that 3x4 into that page slot because it's glued at the top because of the Merry and Bright. It made it too stiff or whatever. So I got just a regular picture in there with no embellishments on it, and that squeezed in fine. So that's my journaling card. I journaled off camera, but I just put a piece of fat washi going vertical on the side so I knew where not to write so my journaling wasn't covered up. So there's the drink. It was called Frosty the Snowman. And when I think of Frosty, I don't think of peppermint. But maybe it should have been called Peppermint Kiss or something. So that says first annual ugly sweater. And because every time I have a party at the house, like over the summer I had a birthday bash for me and we had a pool party and the neighbors came over and everything. And one of the girls goes, so this is going to be an annual thing, right? I'm like, yeah, sure. So she said that again. This is going to be an annual thing, right? I'm like, okay. So I was looking for something in those stamps that said something about drinks or booze or something. I didn't find anything. So that just says I made the drink too strong and it tasted like Scope. Everybody had fresh breath. So the bottom picture is my friend laying across the coolers on the porch. She's like, I don't want to see that on Facebook. Okay. It's not going on Facebook. I don't think she knows I have a YouTube channel. Sorry, Nicole. So I just added some washi there at the bottom. You can't really see it. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to do my scallop washi down the side. And that's it. So that's going to go in the middle. And I really, really like how that looks. And thank you for sticking with me through this long video. I'm glad I finally got the voiceover done. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.